Go for it.
We are live. Woo, that's a big old head that just jumped onto the screen.
Yeah, you need to put your scrawny head back little.
I know, right? Welcome everybody to TNT Presents. We are, as you can see, Kelly is set up on his boat, his brand new boat, no less. Something you guys have not seen yet, and we're going to display a little bit tonight. Before we do all that, of course, we're going to go ahead and address something that we that we feel like needs to be addressed based on last week's show. And Kelly's camera keeps moving because he's a newbie. So he's got newbie.
I gotta figure out a new way to do that camera.
He's got newbie skills, everybody. So y'all bear with him. His camera's going to move back and forth like it's shaking his head. But
yes.
But anyways, before we do that, we got 14 people. Excuse me, it just jumped to 17 people in the house. I'm going to give a few shout outs here, and then we're going to get into the beginning of our show, and then we're going to basically roll from there. So what we have, I see from the beginning, looks like Rustic Outdoors is in the house first tonight. So welcome. Then we got Aaron from Catfish Regulators, the Kentucky Cat Man himself from Apex Outdoor Adventures, Super Smurf Eric's in the house, Cold Creek Catfish and Billy says, let's get it, Kelly. It's my birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday, Billy. Let's see, 922 Crappie Barbecue or BBQ is in the house. Let's see who else I saw. Miss Melissa. How are you doing, girl? She's in the house as well. Brian B says, hello, everyone listening and driving. Appreciate it, Brian. Hogleg catfishing. We will get to that here momentarily. Says, I want to know what's the elephant in the boat. Well, at the moment, it's a small elephant, and he's messing with his camera. So,
trying to get it right.
Like I said, newbie. Gotta love him. Wabash Nate. Wabash Nate's in the house. Yeah, I know. It was a little bit late coming in, but we did have it set for 6:30 tonight, Aaron. Not 6 o'clock. Melissa said, new boat. Awesome. Wabash Nate says, Kelly's making that little John boat look like Jody's pontoon. Oh, there's
it ain't a John boat. It ain't a John boat. This is a 1993 Starcraft Deep V 17-footer.
There you go. We'll get into a little bit more about the boat here shortly. 351 Clemens in the house. Big Slim 91. What's going on, bud? Mr. Uncle Don R is in here.
I guess I could put it back on the tripod.
Well, it would help to keep it from moving back and forth if you want to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. It just will keep
see if I can get it to sit right in here.
I was gonna say, just make sure that it's not anywhere near the edges in case it falls.
Ooh, metal cut. Oh, it hurts.
Kentucky Catman wanted to know why so early today. Basically, because Kelly's got his new boat and wanted to showcase.
And I don't want to be on the water late.
That's right. He didn't want to be on the water late, so we decided to do an early show. That way he can be able to get off the water early. He's had some complications with his motor, and so nothing major, just something that we're going to have to work out after the show and after he gets off the water. But so anyways, let's see what else I've not said. LG Bass, Mr. Tom says, so is Kelly the elephant in the boat? Why, yes.
Yes, he is. Right now I am. I just cut myself pretty good too.
Jello's in here, says he's not going to show his trunk, is he? No, I hope not. That would not be cool. Let's see. Butterflies and sunshine.
We might do some twerking today.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Becca Mud Tramp. Hey, darling, how you doing? She says she's listening. Let's see. There's Miss Sky. How you doing?
My baby girl.
Yeah, she wants to know if you're okay. He's fine. He's just
I'm good.
Just trying to get set up.
Yep.
So far we have, that's all I have as far as what showed up in chat, but we have 28 wonderful people at the moment sitting in our live stream. And everybody's inquiring, is wanting to know what the elephant in the boat is. So while Kelly's kind of getting his everything set up,
I was just plugging it up.
so that he can get going, I'm gonna go ahead and address this. So last week, those of you that were in our live stream last week, all know
all three rods, can't you?
Yeah, we're good. Well,
Okay.
more or less. It's good enough we can see
more or
what
less.
we need to see. So, anyways, everybody was in.
That burns.
What?
I said that burns.
Stop sticking your finger
I
in
took
your
my cuts. I took my cuts in the water.
Oh, wow. So, anyways, everybody that knows what that would tune in last week's show has been kind of talking about.
Sky's in here, so we gotta be careful a little bit.
I know. Knows what kind of what was going down and everything, and so you guys, y'all kind of any comments that you may make, just kind of keep them, clean. But what we wanted to address was the fact that we did notice that there were several people that took some offense to some of the content that was displayed during that particular show. I can promise you that we had no idea that was about to happen or what was going to happen. Unfortunately, as far as that's concerned, everybody knows that we try to keep, both Kelly and I on our channel, respective channels, we try to keep it as PG and clean and fun as we possibly can. And that took a left turn for us. Unfortunately, it was something that we had to keep rolling with. We couldn't have just cut the feed. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, we could, but then there you go. What we do want to let you all know is that if you did take offense to it, or whether you did or not take offense to it, we do apologize for that. We have taken steps to pull that particular video from being a public video, and in so doing, we've also removed any social media links to it, simply because we do not want to offend anyone, period. That's not what we're about. We try, like I said, we try to keep it clean. We try to keep it as family oriented as possible. And Kelly and I
it blindsided us so quickly. The only choice we had was just keep on rolling with it, even though we should have, but it's just one of those things that you either live or die by the button.
Exactly. And so anyways, we've talked to several people. We've talked to some of the other show hosts that are out there.
Some of the bigger people.
And we wanted to get their opinion, and it's based off of what Kelly and I had talked about this week in doing something similar to what we're doing tonight. Everybody said the same thing, that that basically they could tell, because they were in the chat watching, they could tell that we did get blindsided during that show. It was a good show for the most part. However, even we felt like that wasn't quite appropriate for our show. That's the reason that we did pull and decided to pull that video or that live stream, because it's not exactly what we want our live stream to be. And,
let's put it this way: I have a lot of kids, and that watch my channel, including my daughter, my nephew, and some others. So it was just to the point was I had to pull it, for their sake.
And it wasn't anything. I mean, we're not throwing any faults anywhere. We have decided to take a little bit more precaution prior to doing any live streams with our guests. As far as that's concerned, what they do on their channel, they can do on their channel as far as that's concerned. But we want to make sure that we're still keeping everything more or less family oriented when we do our show, whether it's on my channel or whether it's on Kelly's channel. And as he stated, we do have a lot of kids that do watch our show. Jim Rhodes that watches the show is a preacher. You know, that's something that he wouldn't have. I mean, he wouldn't have wanted to see and everything. It would have taken somewhat an offense to. And like I said,
what's up, everybody?
Had we known prior to, and literally just to give you some insight, we didn't know anything about what was about to happen until roughly about 4 minutes to us going live. And at that point, we had. Kelly says 2. I'm saying 4. But anyways, so at that point we just had to go because we had so many people waiting that it was like, what do we do? So we just made a decision, rolled with it, and you know, we're dealing with the consequences afterwards. We have made the steps, as I stated, to pull that so that it does not further offend anyone, or for that matter, cause any rift with YouTube, for that matter. Don't know that it would cause much of a rift, but it could backlash on us a little further. And after further review, we decided to do that. So we wanted to address that first and foremost tonight, and kind of get you guys' you know, and there's your opinions and everything. I was looking at chat as I was speaking, and some of the comments I appreciate. Some of them I'll get to because some of them are addressed to Kelly as far as the boat and everything. Catman, that is not appropriate. No, I'm playing. Catman says I got my trot line outfit on. I bet he does.
You can take your trot line and shove
it. No, please don't. He did make the statement that that's what's wrong with the world, that people get offended by too much too easy. And I mean, you know, that is true in a sense, but you know, the fact of the matter is that regardless of that, you know, there's a certain reputation that both of us have and try to maintain as far as trying to keep things family oriented. I know we go off the left field a lot, but we keep it as clean as possible. And but it's true. Cold Creek catfishing, or as Billy stated, he didn't mind it. He didn't pay it no mind. He didn't think bad or nothing about it, and I appreciate it. And good times with Homestead with Jen and Steve said, "Hey, watch out for that elephant." Amen.
He comes out of that woods, I'm gonna be dead. I can just put it that way. If he comes out of that woods, I'm dead.
Right.
That's a steep hill too. That's a straight up climb.
Billy stated that it was a great show, and it was, like I said, for the most part, the show itself was a good show. As far as the show itself was concerned,
to me, the actual second half of the show, the last hour of the show, was about the best part of the show to me.
And matter of fact, speaking of the last half of that particular show, that was part of the show that we were waiting on this particular boat that he is on to come to him that night. And so that he was actually do a reveal, but unfortunately it got to him a little too late. So Jen and Steve said that, oh dear, sorry that happened. I mean, it's something that happens. I mean, like I said, it's, you know, you just have to roll with it. And it was, like I said, it wasn't no real fault of of any particular person or channel. No, there just wasn't any guidelines that were set prior to, something that we have also rectified for our next, our future guests and everything. We just want to make sure everything stays family oriented. Don said, "You're right on about it, but I never heard of the ones that yoked it up." It was mostly in some live streams. And then I received a few. I'm not gonna name names because I mean we're all good. I mean no hard feelings, no hurt feelings, anything. But everybody had their fun, everybody had their jokes. So, but in the end, it was because of this is supposed to be a family oriented channel, and it always has been. And I'll put it out there. I've talked about it to a few people. Y'all know that I've got well over 1,000 subscribers. I've been working on my hours, and I always thought, as well, if I get somebody in that can bring a lot of people behind them to get me my hours, I'll be good. Well, I didn't think it was going to cost me my reputation as a family channel to get that. So I should have thought about that beforehand, and I didn't. I let it cloud my mind.
and I didn't.
Well, again, the fact of the matter is that, we never had this issue. We are a new channel, as far as that's concerned. I mean, yeah, we've been doing it for a
Yeah.
year, but we've never had this issue come up, and there's,
No.
you're always going to have issues come up in this kind of forum, that needs to be addressed, things that'll come up that you're like, oh my God, let's try to, let's not do that. But the fact is that, we did recognize it for what it was. We do thank you guys for the comments that you did make to us, because it allowed us to realize, yeah, we do need to go ahead and pull this video and all. Uncle Lou, I'm not sure. I assume that you did watch the show. I don't know if you did or not, but you are correct. We actually made mention of that later on in the show. He states that anyone, if you have to use a woman showing her ham hocks in or her breast off for views, he states you're not much of a channel. If you ask me, it's pathetic, and that's Uncle Lou's opinion, and I respect that and everything.
Yep.
But there are plenty
Absolutely.
channels out there as far as that's concerned. And of course we all have the option to turn away from them, and that's one of the reasons that we try to keep ours as PG as possible. Is because we do want to keep it family oriented, because we do want you to enjoy what we do and the contents that we put out there, and everything. But let's see. Why? Good. Jen and Steve stated, why didn't you just cut out the parts after the live? We actually discussed that. It would literally be taken out over half of that, and we just figured that it wasn't worth it. So it's just a lot of work to try and cut that. Let's see. Thomas Bates makes a statement that maybe you should have let them know how you wanted them to dress, or maybe you should. I agree with that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that was one of the things that, as I was stating, that we really didn't think about it. We knew prior to that he was going to have somebody with him. We just never really figured that there would be so much flesh being shown if trying to keep that as PG as possible. As far as that was concerned, like I said, that's what blindsided all of us. But that is one of the things that I was talking about a few minutes ago, was that we have put in play that, when we're talking to our guests, that it is one of the things that we're going to reiterate, is the fact that we are family oriented. We will try to keep it as PG as possible. And, apparently, obviously you're going to want to dress appropriately for this, whether you're on the lake or not, or a river system or not. So yeah, I agree with that. We should have. It was something that had never come up before prior to of any of our guests, and it's just something that we never thought about. And again, that's one of the things that we're apologizing to those that did take offense to it, is because that was something would have had control over had we thought about that, and we just never thought about it because we've never had that come up. Now that it has, we'll be more conscientious of it. I can promise you that. Let's see.
Enough of that. Let's talk about boats.
Well, I was going to say, we've got a few more people in the chat here. I was going to go ahead and shout them out right quick. Obviously, Uncle Lou was in the house just then. We had, of course, Jen and Steve from. I got all kinds of stuff blowing up.
Homesteading with Jen and Steve.
Yeah, good times homesteading with Jen and Steve. Uncle Lou, I stated. Thomas Bates, of course, just heard from him.
34 people in the house.
Annette's catfishing is in here. Also is in the house. Kentucky Redneck Outdoors. What's up, bud? He's in. Who else we got in here? All right. I'll call you after show. We're pretty much caught up to that. So yes. That was first and foremost thing we wanted to get out of the way, and that was the elephant that's on the boat, and that was a play on words for the phrase "the elephant in the room." So now that we have that,
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that elephant in the boat. I'm gonna punt it off the boat because we're not gonna talk about it more.
So, all right, now let's get to the meat of the show tonight, there, Kelly. Tell it one more time, if you would, Mr. Tully, 41. What's up? first off, what kind of boat is it again? You tell us again. Okie dokie, we went solid. I guess Kelly got seasick. Are you back? Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Are you having
I got a phone call again.
I got you.
No phone call.
Should have put it on.
I had it on Do Not Disturb. Well, the thing is if you put people actually, like you put a star by their name in your contacts, and even if you put Do Not Disturb, those phone calls will actually come through still. And my zone manager for work is calling me right now.
I got you.
So,
Grow Mopar Tech. Hey, we're not trash talking. It's just one of the things that happen. But I mean, if we lose you as a viewer, so be it.
I'm not saying anything bad about nobody.
Nope,
not at all. I don't do that. I don't do that. What's up, Mo Dog? What's up, buddy?
Let's get back to your boat. So what is it again?
Gromo, whatever your name is. Well, we'll see you later then. Let me since you're gonna be like that, I'll just put you bye. See ya.
So what kind of boat have you got?
It's a 1993 Starcraft Walleye 170 DC 17-foot deep V.
That is a mouthful.
Yeah. And a 75 horsepower Mariner on the back of
it. And you are sitting up with baits in the water.
Yep.
Using live bluegill, trying to get some flathead.
Bluegill. Yep. Or whatever.
And I
stripers. There's stripers out here. There's 35-pound stripers out here.
Yeah.
So
you and I understand that what kind of electronics? I was trying to think of the name of it. What's the electronics that you're looking at? I understand it's. I understand it's a little older.
I've got a Hummingbird 365i.
Okay.
That's right here on the dash, and then I've got a Eagle Supra Pro ID up front on the trolling motor. And then I have a Motor Guide Magnum. I think it's a 30. Let me see what it is. 35-pound. Yeah, 35-pound thrust trolling motor on the front. Yep.
So. All right.
So four seats, all brand new.
It looks like you got a place in the back there that you could actually move your seats and.
Yeah, I could put 2 seats in the back, 4 seats in the floor, or 1 seat up front.
You know, that would have been what Pop would have said.
In the back.
Yeah. So the lake that you're in, what lake are you in?
I am on Lake Cumberland.
Oh, you're on the Cumberland. Okay.
Usually, I'm on the lake. I'm on the main lake. Right across from me is the island. It's a big, huge island. Literally is an island.
So you're in between the island and the mainland then.
Yes. Right. Yeah. I came off over that way, and came around this way.
Oh, okay.
Because you go that way and you go around the island to the ramp. But I'm sitting right underneath power lines. There's a 135, 140 foot deep hole out here. But I'm on the main channel, so I am throwing some basically into the hole, over the ledge, and then also right above it. So into the channel. So I've got them in different spots.
There you go. So you got them staggered out then.
Yeah, I got them staggered out. Yeah.
Good deal.
So can't guarantee you a fish, but that's what we're trying for.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get on. You'll get on some fish while we're live streaming. That's always a good thing. That'll break the.
I'm hoping. Then again, I'll put this disclaimer out. This is the first time I've actually been out on the main lake by myself trying to fish. I mean, I've been out with other people bass fishing and all that kind of stuff, but actual catfishing, I mean, it's been years since I was a kid. So I still got to get used to the waters, finding spots. But I know this spot has produced before, so that's the reason why we're here.
There you go. We got Mr. Steve Ransom in the house. Welcome.
What's up,
Appreciate
Steve?
it. Fishing with Modog. Fishing with Modog. I've never seen an elephant in a boat that didn't sink. That's until Kelly got in the boat.
It'll take quite a bit to sink this big old aluminum boat.
So yeah, so this is your maiden voyage then on this particular boat out fishing period.
This is the first time I've been on the boat. Yes.
Yep. So that
first time it's been on this waters. First time it's been on this waters.
So that means that you have got to get a bite tonight because you've got to get the skunk off that boat, son.
Yeah.
Freddie's outdoors. What's up, Freddie? Beck said listening while doing some business.
What's up, Freddie?
Said listening while doing some business in the office. Good luck, Kelly and Calvin. Calvin, y'all always call me.
He called you Calvin.
Call me. I tell you what, that's the one name that my mom hated because people would tend to call me either Kelvin or Calvin whenever I was growing up instead of Kevin, and she hated it with a passion. So I can imagine if she was in the chat tonight, boy, she'd be giving y'all a rip. Rattle Trap Fishing. Hello, Bullock.
What's up, Rattle Trap? What's up, buddy? We got 29 awesome people in the house. Appreciate everybody being in here.
That's right. They come in and they've been kind of coming in and out tonight. And some of y'all asked why was we getting a live shoot? Why was we going early tonight instead of the usual 7 o'clock Eastern? It was because Kelly was wanting to get on the water, get set up, and actually, do his live stream from the water tonight. And so we felt like that going live early would allow him to do so in case there were some issues. Plus, like he stated earlier, he wants to make sure he gets back to the boat ramp okay and loaded up before dark. So we went a little bit early tonight for that reason. And as you stated, and as he stated before, and as we both were talking here, this is his maiden voyage on this boat. This is his first time on this boat, trying to fish from this boat. And so, it's more imperative than anything for safety reasons that he does have ample daylight to be able to do that whenever he goes back in. Lisa Elliott, hello, says Ghost Boy.
I see dead people. I see dead people on the water.
Yeah, if I start seeing dead people on the water, I'm just gonna go ahead and go home because I know I need to get I need to get hydrated.
So I got a question for the chat. And I've heard people say they catch good fish underneath the power lines. Is it got any truth to it, or is it just BS?
I can answer from a personal standpoint. We've had some fairly good luck. There's a set of power lines that run across Lake Sinclair, but now you got to keep in mind it's also dependent upon what you got going on in that area. The particular power lines that we fish and have had some decent luck with, and that Jim Rhodes has had. He's caught several big fish in the 40s, 30s, and 40s in those areas, and but there's a cove that cuts back to the left, so it's kind of a traverse, I guess you might say, where it just comes in and necks in right there at the power line. So I guess it really depends upon what you got going on at those power lines. I've also heard that this is what I've heard, that it's actually the thrumming of the power lines. Matter of fact, if you're sitting underneath power lines right now, you should hear some sort of a humming going on. just very faint, because usually that you'll hear that in those power lines. And
Yeah.
because of that, it draws fish to that area, kind of like rattling a dinner bell.
Yeah.
922 stated, red rum, red rum.
Run.
This will not be one of those Stephen King moments tonight. Pontoon Jody's in the house. She says, "What was the white elephant?" That would be Kelly.
That would be me. That would be me.
Excuse me. Okay, they're talking amongst themselves. Billy was asking Jody what was NJ's new nickname. They forgot it. Melissa's cooking. She says, "I'll be listening while cooking." And okay, 922 said that's supposed to be the pulse, and that's what I've heard. It's like the pulse or the humming of the lines kind of draws them to that area, or can draw them to that area. So I've had some decent luck in catching. Of course, this particular area that I was just talking about, I haven't fished it much, but I've had some decent luck fishing it and caught some good fish right in that area.
Yeah.
But well, what rods are you using? What are you using? Tell us again what you're using as far as gear.
I have 3 Berkeley big games, 8 foot, or yes, 8 foot, yeah. And they're all paired with Quantum Optics 60s.
Okay. And I swear they still look like they're upside down.
They're not. They're left-handed.
I know what you're saying, but just the way the picture looks, is facing, the camera's facing, it just look like they're upside down.
Yeah.
It's because you're seeing them in line and not at an angle. So
yeah, I got them almost straight up in the air, but it's got a little bit of a leaning forward, but they're not completely leaning forward.
Yeah.
So yeah. I want you all to see that bend. I want you to see that rod bend over when it gets hit.
I hope it really does. So, I hope you get a good flathead for a change.
I do too. I'm waiting for one. Definitely.
Jody wants to know where that Uncle Lou's was she gave you.
It's right here beside me.
Is that the one that you got?
Somehow it's got a nice little bird nest to it. Don't know how. I just haven't got it out yet.
I done told you can't fish for birds.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Natural State Fishing. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Kentucky Cat Man said they probably are upside down. Newbies, what do you got?
Bite me.
He wants to know if the water's clear. From what I can tell, it looks pretty clear.
I can see down a little ways.
So it's got a fairly good clarity to it.
So my question is does it matter what kind of fish it is, or I got something going across the water right now behind me?
It's probably the alligator.
I don't know. It's one big old long black line.
That's a snake. It's a snaky snake.
It's down pretty. It's down pretty good. It was almost. I'm sitting about 20 feet right now where I'm at. So it was down probably about 15 feet down.
Jim said there's spots in that lake that you can see down 100 foot.
Yes, I've got one right here in front of me. About 130 foot deep hole right here in front of me.
BQ stated that it's talking about those power lines. It'd be the same thing as putting a thumper box in your boat. Says haven't noticed either being better, but I've got no fish and a week later tear them up. Oh, he's been in there and a week later tear them up. There's Justin. He's going to be able to pop in tonight. What's up?
What's up, buddy? Getting back to what I was saying, does it matter what kind of fish I put in the boat, or does it have to be a catfish?
No, it doesn't matter what kind of fish, as long as you get the skunk out of the boat. Period.
Okay. I'm over here with my bait rod trying to see if I can get a hold of something.
Yeah. It can be bluegill. It can be a little tiny channel cat.
Seriously, this pontoon's coming right up on top of me.
Oh no!
I mean, the whole entire lake, you have probably 500 yards, and you got to be right up on top of me. Seriously?
Of course.
Yeah.
Now you know our struggles. Now you know our struggle.
So you'll see him go across. They're only about 50 yards from me.
Well, I will say this, and you'll notice it the more you get out there on the boat. That wave that's coming towards you right there, because that boat was rolling across there, is not near as pronounced, or wouldn't be near as pronounced as if they were running real slow.
I know. He was going pretty slow.
Yeah, you'll get a little bit. Yeah, see, that I can deal with. It's those that go like 2 miles an hour.
Well, see, the wave hasn't even hit me yet. That's the thing. The wave's not even hit me yet.
Oh, it's hitting you.
I know.
It's hitting. But when they go fast like that, it actually doesn't cause as much of a ripple as if they were running slow. If they run slow, you got a tidal wave coming at you because they're just pushing the water ahead of them.
Oh yeah.
Lisa Elliott said, "Just catch a dang fish, Ghost Boy."
I'm trying to. I even got my bait rod out.
BQ stated, "Fishing the boat is a skunk buster, so catch a drum, catch anything."
Ain't a drum out here. We don't have drums.
That is, I think in the northern part of the state of Georgia, I think we can catch drum up there, but none that I'm aware of in the southern part of Georgia.
Yeah.
But I would love to catch a drum. Them things fight.
I've seen them. Drums. They don't have drums here that I know of.
I mean, you could have a drum if you just start tapping your fingers on the side of your boat. See, there you go. Reach way back in your roots.
Dang, it'd be like a tree knock in there. I'll get a tree knock here in a minute.
If it wasn't for the fact that you're live streaming, and we decided we weren't going to bring anybody up here on the platform tonight. Kentucky Catman's got a heck of a fish call, electronic fish call.
I heard it.
I know you have.
Here, fishy.
He just come on and said, "Needs a patented Kentucky Catman electric fish call." Lisa Elliott stated, "You aren't holding your mouth right, Kelly. Come on, man. Here,
I ain't holding my mouth right. Here, fishy.
Oh my God, he looked like a turtle just then. Oh my God. No, can't catch a turtle now. That won't count towards skunk busting.
I know. That's his job only.
Justin said it was the Eddie Murphy version of the electronic fish call that actually brings them into the boat. Here comes somebody wide open about 75 yards in front of me. That sounds like a bass boat.
No, pleasure cruiser.
Oh yeah.
Dang pleasure cruisers. Daggone pleasure cruisers.
BQ stated, "Did I hear John Parker?"
Hey, fishy.
Lisa Elliott said they'll be jumping on the bank running for their lives now. Oh, Catman said that to lob about what did he say? Let me go back. Lob a 10-ounce the bow of their boat, and they'll slow down real quick. Like,
I'll throw an anchor at them. Oh, and if you want some Uncle Lou planer boards, which we will eventually start doing that. Uncle Lou planer boards.
Uncle Lou's painter boards.
Uncle Lou planer boards. Woo! Look at that. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
I started to say you were getting a bite, but then I noticed that your boat was rocking back and forth.
Yeah, my boat's rocking back and forth.
What kind of rigs
my boat's rocking back.
running? You running Santee Cooper rigs, or you running Carolinas, or what?
We have peg floats and demon dragons. So I've got a sinker slide on there, and it goes down to a swivel. The swivel, so the sinker slides above the swivel. Then you go from the sinker slide down to the demon dragon or peg float, depending on which one I have. I think it's two demon dragons and a peg float, and then from there straight to the hook.
Awesome, Catman. I had to put that one up on the screen. He said, "Easy there, Mighty Mouse. You ain't that strong to throw an anchor." I don't know now.
I can toss you, boy. I can toss you.
You know, he's got that wiry body. You know, them wiry muscles. You know, he's kind of like them Irish peoples. You know, from across the pond. You know,
I am Irish.
He may look.
I am Irish.
He may look skinny, but he got some wiry muscle going on under that skin.
Trust me, I'm strong. I might be little, but I am strong.
Cold Creek Billy stated, "We hope Kelly didn't forget to put the plug in the boat." Yeah, that would be funny.
Nope.
Extras, but
nope.
funny.
Nope. Trust me, I didn't forget to put it in
there. Catman says he's a wire cutter. Whatever.
I'm a wild child.
Still rolling 30.
And we might be doing this again Thursday. So we'll see.
Well, if I've got good signal and I've already got it plugged out there,
yeah, go ahead and announce that.
Tomorrow morning, I will, if I've got good signal, and I'm hoping I do, or I can at least find a good signal somewhere in that vicinity, I'll be going live from the famous catfish pond. And those videos where me and Pop were pulling one channel cat after another, I will be going out there tomorrow morning. I've got a couple of people that are friends of ours that can't get out due to their handicaps, and they can't go out and fishing, and so they love to eat cat and pretty much anything fish. And so I've been taking, when I go to these different local ponds, I've been taking them fish to eat and everything. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm probably going to be doing about a 3-hour live stream if everything works out right. So you guys tune in to KMB Anglers tomorrow morning at 9:00 or sometime thereafter, and hopefully we'll be pulling one channel cat after another. I'm kind of curious as to what size I'm going to be pulling out of this pond, because I haven't fished it in just about a year and a half. And the last time I pulled cats out of that pond, they were weighing about 3 pounds. So I'm hoping we're going to see some 4.5 pounders come out of that pond.
Look at that. We still got 33 wonderful people out here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys. Share it out.
And
very much appreciate it.
BQ stated, "Just wait. He ain't met the jet jockeys yet. He thinks them boats was bad."
I had one before we even went live. Trust me.
He did. He had just as he popped into the studio, I could hear it coming. He goes, "Oh, here we go!" And sure enough, the old dude on a jet ski, zoo, 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 back and forth.
Comes right in front of me, of all things, and starts doing donuts in the water, and then takes off. Like he's showing off to every boat.
If you ever have your cameras and everything set up where you have a permanent mount and everything instead of the tripod, what you will find, and I have actually found this in since I've been doing this one and being on the lake, because I have a couple of cameras that I have set up depending on what I'm doing, and you can see them. If you get close enough, you can see those cameras, and they'll purposely ride real close to me, and then cut the fool. You don't ever see it because I cut it out.
Oh yeah.
Well, your feathers will grow back, Jim. He says, I'm still here, even though my feathers got ruffled earlier.
You ain't got no feathers.
He's like one of them bald chickens.
Yeah. He's like that fuzzy wuzzy was a bear, fuzzy wuzzy had no hair.
Hold on, did I just see a rod dip? That middle one?
Which one? I don't see.
Maybe it's because
I am rocking a little bit.
Well, I was gonna say maybe because the boat's rocking, but I saw that rod dip a little bit on that middle one.
No, we are a little slack. There you go. Tighten that up.
I want to see you catch a flat. You ain't never
Me
caught
too.
one. Not only would you get the skunk out of the boat with a flathead, but you would also break your personal best with a flathead, regardless of what size it is.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to see. As long as it's not over 34 pounds, we're good.
Hopefully it's a big old 50-pound flathead.
Boy, you get a 50-pound flathead and you're by yourself out there on the water, I will put you on full screen, son, to fight that thing because it will be a fun fight.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Coastal Waters in the house says, "Hey everybody,
what's up, Coastal? Hope you and Bird Nest is doing good."
So while we're waiting on a bite, what's everybody in chat got going on tonight? Y'all getting your suppers ready, or you're driving home, or what y'all all got going on? Let's hear from the chat tonight. And Coastal Water says that they are doing good.
Good. Hope Panda's doing good.
Oh, I just noticed that teddy bears cut out whenever I got us on just the two of us.
Well, you got it on that certain layout. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. When you got it on, you don't have it on the actual full layout. Like, makes us wider. You got us on them.
Yeah, let's change that up a little bit. There we go. Now we got a little bit of something rolling.
Yeah.
And teddy bear is in the background again. Yay.
Teddy bear. Woo!
Catman said that he was trying to get his feathers back into place.
We ain't got no feathers.
Catman's getting ready to go get something to eat. KB said, "Go dogs." They saw my hat.
Oh. I have a fishy hat.
Coastal said Backlash got a new, better job, started Monday, closer to home and less stress. Well, that's always a plus.
Nice. That's good for him. I am so happy that he's got something a lot less stressful now.
Brian
B. Good.
Brian B. put up googly eyes.
So, boom.
Big Q says, sitting here wishing I borrowed a jet ski.
I'll throw an anchor at you. I will throw an anchor at you. I just heard something jump.
You know, Jim was talking about you couldn't throw that anchor. Your anchor, I've seen your anchors. You could throw those.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd like to see you throw my anchor.
I can throw one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I threw one on J Dog's big pontoon. I can throw them. I can launch those suckers.
Brian,
I'm one of those secret strongmen.
Brian B said, "Kevin, I'm making manwich on Texas toast." he did that one night and got me hungry, and I had to go get me some. I had to go make me some sloppy joes.
Yeah.
Texas toast. I shot him a picture of it and sent it to him.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I said, hot leg's going to go night.
What's up, Hog Leg? What's up, buddy?
Hoglet said crappy, CRAPPY BBQ. Butterflies and Sunshine said they're making pasta, sausage, spinach, and Italian bread for dinner. Then probably going to watch some more fishing shows. There you go.
Sweet.
You can always go over to my channel and watch some of my stuff. I could use the watch hours.
Yep.
Things you haven't seen.
Here we go with the waves.
Yep. What just come by? I didn't see anything come by.
Yeah, boat.
It must have been going real slow. I didn't even notice there was anything doing that.
Yeah.
I agree with that, Annette. Annette was talking about that the manwich on the Texas toast is good with mozzarella cheese, and I agree with that. Got my mouth over here watering, and I've already eaten it for the night. You've eaten mozzarella cheese.
No, I said the manwich.
Oh, manwich, yeah. Amy Jo don't like manwich. That's the reason. That's the reason I always do our sloppy joes from scratch.
Yeah.
Bugman said I can never remember the Tuesday lives. I get no notifications. Go to the to each one of the channels, Bugman, and look to see if you got the notifications bell clicked. You may be sitting on that.
The thing is now with the new update on YouTube, the bell looks clear instead of solid, and so you don't know if you're getting all the notifications you're on anymore. They've changed it.
So okay. I know a lot of times I don't get a lot of notifications. I just go, if I happen to remember it, I go looking for them sometimes. But BQ said was talking to the Hogley, said, "Man, that's not nice. Might be true, but that's not nice." And then he come back and said, "I'm sorry about that crappy BBQ. This beach to text thing." I think I'm pronouncing this correctly. Guerrero Bogle.
Oh, Guerrero. What's up, Guerrero?
Kelly,
what's up, buddy?
What bait you're using and what's been boated as of right now? Nothing's been boated.
Nope.
That's what I'm waiting on. But we have live bluegill. Cut up one of those bluegill and throw out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing.
And leave one live and bait up the other two with cut bait.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah, Bugman, I make my sloppy joes from scratch. I've probably got one of the easiest recipes for sloppy joe that you could ever make. Of course, there's no measuring anything; you just kind of throw it together. But I brown up my meat. Make sure that any excess grease is off of it because you don't want it too greasy. And then turn around then and put just about a whole, I don't know, I'd say it was I'd put about, if I got a pound of meat, I'd probably put I don't know, I just, like I said, I can't measure nothing. I just put a bunch of ketchup in it, then throw about half as much mustard in on top of whatever ketchup that I use, and then just stir it all together. If it's just going to be for Amy Jo, Kyle, and I. Here recently, though, I've been taking bell peppers and onion and chopping them up real fine and mixing it in because Mom and I like to have a little more, spice in it. And I doctor it up a little bit more, but I do the same thing as far as with the ketchup and the mustard. Mixed up real good. As long as you don't have too much of a mustard taste, then you've done it pretty much right. If you got too much of a mustard taste, Amy just said, "No, I ain't eating it." If you got too much of a mustard taste to it, and you don't particularly care for that mustard taste, as Amy Jo doesn't, put a little more ketchup in and stir it up again, and boom, you're back in business again.
Back in business. Back in business.
Okay. Bugman said that he went and checked on the notification bell. It says that he undid it and then redid it. So maybe he'll start having. Maybe he'll start getting notifications. Jim, you need to stop.
What's he saying?
I ain't gonna even say it. He's trying to be funny. It actually is funny, but I'm not going to read it. Bugman says, then put a little brown sugar. I can, if you want a little more taste, that sugary taste, sweeter taste, I should say. Yeah, I can see brown sugar. How is it? I just thought about that. I am getting on to Lyle and Chad and them about, imagine that, cat fishermen talking about food. And here we are talking about food. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Oh my God. Bugman says the brown sugar is the trick, rather. I might have to try that one night just to see what other and just I'm not trying to get your secret recipe, Bugman, but what other ingredients? You said you had 3. How do you do it? Jim's got 3 chicken heads up here.
Gosh.
You need to stop. That's Kelly. That's Kelly's new boat, but man, he said, "Whose boat?" And
yep, it's my boat.
93 Star. We're going to shorten your version of what it is. It's a 93 Starcraft, 17-footer.
Yep.
Okay, so same
DV.
as he says he says it does the same thing as I do with the ketchup and the mustard, but he puts a little bit of brown sugar in it. I know Butterflies and Sunshine said food makes its way into almost every chat somehow, and I that's exactly what I've been saying. Here we are talking about food. I guess it's because we're all on around 7 to 8 o'clock at night, and that's that's when we're either just gotten through eating or we're about to eat. So I can
appreciate it, Buggy.
Now, I have BQ stated Tabasco sauce. If I wanted a little more heat in it, I have done that before on my own. In other words, and there's my sandwiches, put a little bit of
Tabasco. Oh, you're talking about that, or you can do that wash your sister sauce.
Worcestershire.
Wash your sister sauce.
Worcestershire.
Brian B's like, we like to eat. Oh, yeah, we do.
I do agree with this. Hold on, I got to highlight this. So, Hogley goes, that's why I made the statement that almost, and I repeat, almost, Kelly, you're an exception, but you're a newbie. All of the catfish family is overweight. I resemble that remark.
Hey, I do have high cholesterol, and I'm borderline diabetic now. Does that count?
No. I just make it weird. No, I'm playing. No, don't. I'm
gonna time you out. I'm gonna time you out for that one.
Don't nobody take no offense to that, because I'm not talking about diabetic people, Justin. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Bugman stated hog leg facts. In other words, speaking of hog leg, talking about what that statement said, that's facts. Justin said, so do I have to come down there and show Kelly's boat how someone catches fish? You might have to.
Who is that? Who is this?
Justin's fishing bait. It's Justin.
You can come down here and let's go fishing, buddy.
There you go. Take him down there.
Hey, that's an open invitation to anybody who wants to come down here and go fishing.
Justin, you and Catman are the closest ones to him. Well, not necessarily the closest ones to him, but I mean,
y'all come down here and let's go.
As far as the 3 of us, you're the closest ones to him. Go down there and show this boy how to make this boat sing across that lake. Oh,
I can make it sing across the lake. That ain't no problem. Just putting fish on the boat. That's the thing.
Kentucky Redneck said, I had some new friends over for dinner. Their names was Channel Cat, and I gave them a nice Crisco bath. That was so nice.
That was nice. Did you give them a massage first? Did you give them a massage first before you did that?
Well, I'm sure they had an itch somewhere, and they had to scratch their backs. So
yeah.
Bugman stated he's happy. He's happy for you, man, for finally getting your boat. You know, we know that you've been looking for one for quite a while, and for you to find one is pretty cool. Kentucky Catman said that's a HIPAA violation.
That's a HIPAA violation.
Not a hippo, but a HIPAA. Mr. Lance McCougar, what's going on? Mr. Lance is in the house. And well, I saw something else a while ago. And I meant to address it, and I forgot what it was. Oh, that's what Brian B was talking about, because we was talking about us talking about food and such. He says we like to eat. Of course, we like to eat. That's why we so big.
Yeah.
We don't just like to eat. We like to eat good.
we fluffy. We fluffy.
No, I'm not fluffy yet. I ain't quite got the fluffy. I'm just big.
You big.
I'm just big. Well, you've seen me in person, but ask Justin. You've never seen me hold up a big fish, so in person. Justin has, and I'm big enough that it makes the fish look small.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. The fish actually made you look small.
No, that would be nice. If I ever were to catch a cat that makes me look small, then I just broke not only your PB, I broke Catman's PB, Justin's PB, Richard Warskow's PB, and everybody probably in chat's PB. If I catch a fish that's big enough to make me look small.
Oh. How long we been live? An hour?
Yep. Take them baits.
I got plenty of bait, so I can always. I can always toss in new baits.
Okay, P said, is it just me, or does that boat look too big for Kelly? No, Kelly's just too small for that boat.
I'm just too small for the bait.
See, if I were on the boat and you guys were watching me on his boat, then it would look like a John boat. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Justin. No doubt. I would love to catch one. He put on Justin put on here, says the Wells catfish. That would definitely make me look small.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, 2019 when we went to CatCon, Big Cat Fever had their simulator up, and where you could get the feel for what the Big Cat Fever rods would do, catching or simulating catching big fish. And I think the fourth level, if I remember correctly, I believe the fourth level of that particular game or simulator was the Wells catfish at about 100 to 150 pounds, I believe it was. And it simulated bringing in a Wells catfish. Let me tell you something. If I were to get a hold of that Wells catfish, now granted, I've it simulates, but it can't give you the feel of the real deal. But if I were to get a hold of a real Wells catfish or any catfish that is 100 to 150 pounds, and it fought like that simulator did, I would be on the simulator. I mean, I would be on the rod for a little while, because that was a heck of a fight. So what's the bait look like?
Dead.
Well, that's the ones you want to cut up then.
That's what I'm doing.
Leave one of them. Ooh, if you got dead fish, I wonder if you're in a thermocline.
No, I think they were dead I think they were almost dead when I threw them out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would be good if you're in the thermocline. You won't catch fish if you're in the thermocline.
No, there ain't no thermocline here.
Well, I was going to say, the equipment that you have won't show a thermocline. Oh, Kentucky Redneck stated a Wells catfish on an FOA rod. Yeah. It will destroy that rod.
So, peg float with a rattle. This one's got Demon Dragon with rattles.
So you basically got Santee Cooper rigs, basically.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Pull this one into.
So you baited up with 2 cutfish, right?
Ooh, this one got stuck in the ground.
Well, that ain't good if it's got stuck in the ground. How much weight you got on it?
Yeah. Probably like 2 or 3 ounces.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I'm hung on something. I don't know what I'm hung on now.
Maybe it's a fish. Nope, it just come loose. Or did it? No, it's still on it.
No. It's coming, whatever it is. It's heavy.
You didn't caught into a log or something.
Oh, there it goes. That's loose.
No, okay. Wabash Nate stated, "Have y'all seen that 9-footer Wales cat that was just caught?" I have not yet. That would be a heck of
Guess
a
what?
whale. What's wrong with that fish, son?
Big old log. Big old log.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Hung right in the big old side of a big old log.
Yeah, those Wales catfish are those are the ones that probably got the story of I went diving below the dam and there were fish as big as Volkswagens down there. Come up on
That's the story here on this lake. That's the story on this lake.
That's a story on every lake.
Yep,
I've been hearing
that's the story on this lake.
that story since I was a kid.
Maybe.
Which I mean, I think if you're down 80.
Actually, this one don't have anything. This just has rattle. This one's just straight rattle. So
you're dead on the bottom of that one.
Yeah, this one's on bottom.
So that's like the Carolina.
Yeah.
But man says just talk about that bluegill said just step on him, get the guts out a little bit, and then throw him back in.
I did. I cut him up and squished him out a little bit.
So years ago, whenever I first started learning how to catfish, there was a theory. Of course, this was a theory based on the river system that if you made a fish bleed or you cut him up, that the scent and blood of this fish would go downstream, which would entice any fish downstream up to your baits. And that theory was actually kind of proven on multiple times. Of course, like I said, this was on a river system that this took place, and everything. So Pop and I decided, since our lake is a power plant lake, meaning that they draw and pull water certain times of the day, that we would give it a try to see if it would entice a few more fish our way by anchoring up and doing that. And what we found was that once we started anchoring up, because a lot of people asked me, do I drag baits or do I anchor up? And of course, to answer that question is I do both. When I'm dragging baits, I tend to catch more smaller fish than I do if I'm anchored up. If I'm anchored up, especially in the way that I anchor up now, then I tend to catch bigger fish. And I've used cut bait specifically these last 2 or 3 years because of that particular theory. So I would say that holds water. So cutting that bait up might wind up getting you a little bit better bite tonight before you get off of here in the next 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Budman says 79 years ago today, the bravest men to ever serve stormed the beaches of Normandy. Hoorah.
Hoorah.
BQ just said, he watched someone on the Nat Geo burn up a reel and break a rod. He said it was a custom he paid $1,000 for. He said, I'd ask for my money back. It wasn't.
And
it wasn't
nice
Jeremy.
little
Name, was it?
special bait table, courtesy of Mr. John Parker.
I was gonna say, was that custom built? Because I like that. That's almost
no. That's a Fisherman's Aid station that I got off of John Parker. Sent that to me.
When you started to put it back, it almost looked like one of those bread racks to begin with.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
That's not. You know what? I just thought about that. That actually would make a pretty good. Of course, you'd have to get the smaller bread racks, but that would actually make a pretty good bait station.
Well, the bread rack, the bread holders that you bring, they don't have a flat surface in the middle. That's the only problem. They're perforated all the way through.
Yeah, but you could actually mount a cutting board to it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I could mount this one to the side of the boat. I just didn't.
No. I'm saying you could mount a cutting board in the center of it so that you'd have
Yeah.
that flat surface.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. Yeah. Absolutely.
I can't remember exactly who it was, but sometime back somebody showed me a bait station that that they had made, and what they did was they used one of those cafeteria trays.
Yeah.
You know how they got a little small lip all the way around it.
Yeah.
And what they did was they took I think it was like 1x2. I want to say it was like 1x2 board, and basically made their border all the way around, and
Yeah.
then and it only had that little small lip right at the front of it and everything. And I can't remember who it was that did that, but I thought it looked pretty cool. Painted it all up and everything looked pretty cool. Butterflies and Sunshine stated that said my dad was there, talking about Normandy. So we definitely do appreciate the sacrifice that he gave and
Absolutely.
and the service that he gave for the country. So that's pretty cool.
Yep. Absolutely.
Let me take that back. That's not pretty cool. That's doggone cool.
Yeah.
So Pop was never in the military. I was supposed to go into the military, and I wound up letting a woman talk me out of it like a dummy. But Pop wasn't in the military because my granddaddy was career Army. He did his 30 years with the Army, and he had a lot of pull with a lot of higher up colonels and such as that because of the type of work that he did. And so when Pop decided he was going to sign up, my granddaddy made sure that Pop couldn't go in, and he talked to the right people. And every time Pop would do, try to sign up, try to get into the service, he'd get denied simply because my granddaddy didn't want him in the military. Dude, you got to pull a fish somewhere.
No, I'm trying to.
Now, what's going to be funny is if we in the next 15, 20 minutes, we drop this live feed and all of a sudden all three rods go down at the same time.
Oh yeah, I'll go back live. I'll go back live in that case.
If that were to take place, then you will have experienced the YouTubers boat curse, live stream boat curse. Because every one of us that have gone live has said that the fish just don't bite when there's cameras rolling the way they do whenever there's no cameras rolling.
Oh yeah.
Still got 22 people in the house. It keeps fluctuating between 22 and 30. So we've got people coming in and out of the stream. We appreciate everybody that is stuck with us tonight in watching this impromptu live stream tonight.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think what it is, I think everybody's watching the newbie see if he makes a mistake. That's what I think it is.
I'm not a newbie on a boat per se. I mean, I'm a newbie on this boat, but I'm not a newbie on a boat.
I didn't say that you were a newbie on a boat. You're a newbie on the boat.
Oh yeah, on the boat, yeah.
So exactly, Butterflies and Sunshine said that happens a lot. I think you're right. Somehow they know. Oh, it's. I'm telling you, when we're out on the boat or on the bank, whichever, and we're fishing, it seems like if we catch any fish, it's very far and few between. As soon as we quit live streaming, or as soon as we quit rolling camera or anything of that nature, the biggest fish wind up coming into the boat, or we wind up getting 3 or 4 rods taken down at the same time. Just total chaos and nothing to show for it. Some of the best footage that could happen happens when the cameras aren't rolling, period. BQ, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight that, buddy. B922 says, anyone that has served has my deep-rooted respect and love, unless they used a yellow card in basic. I'm not gonna I agree. I'm not gonna say the rest of it, but yes, I agree with that. Anyone who has served has a lot of my respect. I hate the fact that I literally let a woman talk me out of going into the military, and Amy Jo wanted me to let you guys know it wasn't her.
Amy Jo would have been like, "Go, leave."
But yeah, I wanted to serve. At 16, I asked my mom and dad if they would actually go ahead and give the okay for me to sign up for. I was actually going to sign up for the Air Force, and I wanted to be a flyboy. And so, anyways, at 17, I couldn't do it at 16. They couldn't give me the permission at 16, but at 17, I had the recruiter come to the school. We sat down with my mom and dad, did all the paperwork, and they gave the okay and signed off on it for me to go into the military immediately after I come out of high school. The recruiter asked me the following year, asked me if I wanted to come out as soon as I graduated, or did I go in as soon as I graduated, or did I want to wait to the following September? And that was where I made my mistake. I said I wanted to wait to the following September. That way I could be with my friends over the summertime, and one more time before we all split, which was pretty much everybody's thing at the time. And in so doing is when I met my first wife. Coincidentally, I met Amy Jo at the same time, but that's another story, another day. And so nonetheless, in the process of dating my first wife, she begged me. She did not want me to go into the military. She begged me not to go into the military. And because I had not signed that last little piece of paper, which would have been me getting my physical, and Uncle Sam, signing my name over to Uncle Sam as one of his boys, I was able to actually back out. Now, do I regret that? Yes and no. I regret the fact that I was not able to serve this great this great country of ours, simply because it is a great privilege to do so, and it is a privilege, not something that is taken lightly. And to be able to do so, to be able to serve. But I do regret that, but I don't regret the fact that had I went into the military, what I have as of right now may not have ever happened. A wonderful wife, wonderful son, great friends, co-hosting this beautiful, show tonight with all of you wonderful people in it. So do I have regrets? Yes and no. And that is why.
He regrets even saying yes to me.
I regret nothing. Oh, Kentucky Redneck stated. Kentucky Redneck was saying, just like deer the day before season, there's deer everywhere. Season starts, there's no deer. It's like they know. And I agree. It's like they know.
Well, it's just like, how do they know to cross the road when it says a deer crossing sign?
Yeah, right. How do
they know just know. They just know.
Wabash Nate stated, Kelly is a newbie at catching big fish. And yeah, he is. He's got a big fish. A big fish.
Oh, yeah, I've got big fish.
We'll go ahead and throw that out there. He's caught a bigger fish than I have in Blue Cat. Yeah.
47 pounds. But I don't have big blues in here. So it's either flathead or channel cats.
What is Emmy in Minnesota?
Minnesota. Yep. Living in
Minnesota outdoors. Said,
yep, that's Daniel.
If you use the looping on a GoPro, you'll never miss a shot again. Now, in order for that to happen, you've got to have the correct GoPros that allow for the looping. Now, I do have that now.
Which you got to have a GoPro in the first place too.
But you got to have a GoPro, true. which I have like 4 or 5 now. I got like
I don't have any.
I think I've got like 2. I think I've got like 2.
We got some. What's up, Lyle? Mr. Catfish Weekly. Mr. Lyle Stokes is in the house.
He said, "Stop calling Kelly beautiful."
Who said that?
Lyle.
I know. I dropped dead sexy.
I had the chat up, so I never even saw him come into the house. That was funny. Oh, let me go back to reading these chats that I missed. Let's see. It's all the cameras and phones we have dropped in the water. They'd be using our technology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they was talking amongst themselves right there. And Lyle says, "Stop calling Kelly beautiful," which is funny as real to me. Oh, Fresno's in the house says, "What's up, y'all?" Basically, y'all.
What's up, Fresno? What's up, CBA? Or Steve Mosley. What's up, Steve Mosley?
Steve Mosley. Yep. Catman says he's caught one fish. It's bigger than either one of ours. He got it out of a mud hole, but I mean, there you go. It was hungry. It was starving. No wonder it caught his bait.
Was it that hole that he took us to where we couldn't catch nothing?
Yes. But now I will say this. I mean, I'm cutting up about that. But let me say this: that spot has produced several big fish because of how the river system, goes into it and out of it and everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of times those bigger fish will kind of go up into that slough, which when the river system drops back down, they'll hold into that little, tiny little lake and everything. But I know Justin's daughter Gabby caught, I believe it was a 45, if I'm not mistaken, out of there. I believe K-Bug caught a 40 something out of there. And then of course Jim himself, caught that 65, 60, whatever it was, 60 plus out of there. So I mean, I kid when I call it a mud hole, but I mean it does produce big fish because of the way the lakes rise and fall, and they have, they travel back and forth a lot of times. It's kind of the same thing, which I don't have locks and dams here. Well, I mean, not on my lake anyways. I don't have the locks and dams on my lake, but it's kind of like those lakes that have locks and dams. If you were to go into one of the locks and dams where it brings you up, into the next, lake portion of the lake, if you drop the bait straight off the side of your boat, you are liable to land a heck of a fish because it's all contained in one spot,
Yeah.
And several people have done that in those locks and dams. Oh, who else we got in the house that I may have missed? We already spoke to Steve Mosley, BQ, Lyle, Fresno. I think we've pretty much addressed everybody so far that I could see. Live in Montana. Oh, that's what I was going to. Montana. That's what I was going to state about looping. Yeah, you got to have a GoPro that either have a GoPro or have a GoPro that has that looping feature. Originally, I just had the original GoPro Hero, and I actually had about 4 of those or 3 of those. And I had 4. I only have 3 now because I gave one of them away. But and it did not have that feature. But now I have 2 of the GoPro 7s, Hero 7s, which do have that, has that feature. So yeah, looping your GoPro, if you do have that feature on your GoPro or have a GoPro that has that feature, will allow you to be able to not miss that shot. Also, if you continue to run like I do, whenever you're going up and down the lake, it can produce, or have done, it can produce a lot of B-roll that you can utilize in your videos when you're editing them out. Something other than just fishing.
Something to think about there too. Yeah.
Makes for great. Some of that footage can make for some great. Some of that footage can make for some great intros or outros, for that matter. And
absolutely.
And so not only that, but if you fish kind of like the way I do from sun up to sundown sometimes, or like I used to, I've not done that in a long time, but like I used to, you can catch some very, very beautiful sunsets and sunrises.
Oh, absolutely.
BQ BQ said that was a pay late that Kentucky Catman was in. Jim was in.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, if you think about it, yes, it's a public lake. Anybody can fish it. This is true. However, the landowners actually pay for that lake.
Yes.
So if you technicalize it, that's a word, technicalize tonight. That's the new word.
That's a big word for you. That's a big word for you.
That's the word for tonight is technicalize. I'm not going to try and spell it. Anyways.
Please don't. Please don't.
So if you technicalize it, then it is a pay lake because the owners pay for the lake. Monty Sheets is in the house. What is going on? So far, Monty, there has not been any fish in this boat.
Nope.
We're chalking it up to Kelly being a newbie in the boat. So that's the reason he doesn't have any fish.
Yep.
He doesn't have the experience to be able to go and find the fish.
Not yet. Not on this lake yet. I'll eventually get there.
You need to upgrade your technology a little bit too. But that's something we'll talk about later on. I had that same, basically, well, not exactly that same electronic unit that you have, but something very similar to it. And you can recognize how big the fish is by how big those icons are.
Yeah.
But now keep in mind too, if those fish are closer to the transducer, they're going to show up as a bigger fish as well. So you have to kind of be careful about trying to figure out what's there. Bluegill in the boat. Yeah, well, there's bluegill because he went and caught them earlier, or somebody went and caught them earlier.
I did. I caught them earlier. I went to the creek and caught them.
So you went up to the cricket. Oh, so you don't have to. What about? Oh, you can't fish with red eye though, can you?
Nope, we can't use it.
Yeah,
nope.
I just thought about that. I started to say, why didn't you have some red eye? But you can't
fish
with red eye.
Nope, we're not allowed to have them for bait. I wish, but nope. Nope, and nope.
Dang it! If you weren't so far away, I'd come up there and help you set your boat up, and we go fishing. Get you used to your boat. It ain't gonna take you long, though. I'm just proud of the fact that you haven't hit anything yet.
Nope, I haven't hit anything. Nope.
Oh, goodness. Still got 25 people in the house. It is 8 o'clock. Muskrat is on tonight, and he is talking about what is Muskrat?
He's fishing.
Are they fishing tonight? They are fishing as
well. I think he's fishing.
They're fishing.
I think he's fishing.
Ohio. So, I would suggest Kelly, because it is 8 o'clock, and you know how quick it gets dark on your side.
It don't get dark for a while.
It can start pretty quick. It's already starting to get dark because you're.
No, it's not dark at all. I still got light out here.
10 o'clock tonight, you'll be struggling to get that boat on the. Yeah, okay.
I'll probably leave here in about 30 minutes or so.
Now I understand why BQ made that statement about the bluegill. He's trying to help you out by trying to say that, well, you got the skunk out of the boat. No, that's not how that works, because he's got to catch the bluegill in the boat.
I did catch the bluegill, but I put the bluegill.
You put the bluegill in the boat.
Yes.
Is that a Patriot float?
Yes, it is.
Why? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And guess what?
Yeah.
It is entangled.
Well, about time. I mean, we've only gone an hour and a half so far, and you just now getting that rod untangled. At least you didn't have to cut it and restring it.
Yeah, I know.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to stay out there for a little while?
Yeah, we'll stay out here for a little while.
All right. Well, we're dropping like flies, so let's which means that everybody's going over to watch Roger actually catch some fish. You know, I love you, Kelly.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't love me at all. You don't love me at all.
We do need to go ahead and cut this thing short a little bit. I got some things I got to take care of myself. You know what I got to do. And
You can leave.
Huh?
You can leave. I'll stay live.
Well, if you want to stay live, go ahead and stay live.
I'm gonna stay live. Yep.
But I do need to step out for a minute. I will say this, everybody that's in the chat, thank you. And thank you for those that are staying in the chat to watch Kelly hopefully catch something. Lyle just said, laughing my ass off. But I do have some things I got to take care of. As some of you may or may not know or have heard me say, I actually burned up another hub on my trailer the last time I was out. Finally was able to get the hub off of the trailer. I boogied up the spindle shaft a little bit where I could not put. I wound up having to cut the spindle nut off of it, and so I finally found a 1" by 14 thread die, which is what it takes to thread this thing. Was able to get one today, and I'm about to go out here and thread this puppy on so I can put my hub back on, my new hub back on, and get it full of grease so I can go fishing again like this sometime soon, I hope. So with that being said, I'm going to tell everybody good night. Hope you all have a great night. And whenever we do this next week, we will have Miss Tiffany Hart. We were supposed to do that this week, but we decided to address the elephant in the boat as we did earlier in the show. So
Yep.
we'll move Tiffany to next week's show on Tuesday night. It will be at 7:00, not 6:30. So you tune in our regular time, and we'll get to know Miss Tiffany again, longtime supporter years ago. And so we're gonna kind of catch up.
It'll be a good show.
I think
It'll be a really good show.
I think it will be. Like I said, she was always a sweetheart. Well, Lyle had her on his show. Patriot had her on his show, and she was always, real cool to have, real cool to watch, I should say. So we're going to catch up with Miss Tiffany Hart next Tuesday at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. So you guys tune in on that. In the meantime, somebody shoot me a message if he actually catches a fish. With that being said, good night, folks. I will talk with you all later. And I will see you later, bro.
All right.
Night, y'all.
We might pack up and go to this new spot. We'll see. What's up, everybody? 13 wonderful people still in the house. Anybody that wants to come up and hang out, we'll stay live for just a little bit longer. I might change spots. I don't know yet. We'll see. But there is the link if anybody wants to come up and hang out. But I do appreciate everybody that came in, hung out with us for the last hour and a half. Appreciate it. We might move back to the dock, and I might just sit up there for the last little bit. So we'll see. Let's do that. Let's load up. Well, let's go back to the dock. And we'll try to see if we can't catch something there. So, right. All right. Woo, this is way out there. Good night. It was way out there. All right. Let's hook this one up here. And let's pull this one up. I think he's way out there. So we got his little gut pocket there. Put that. Get that rod holder there. Lock it in place. Put this one down here out of the way. All right, pull this one up. Who we come in here? It's out Fresno. It says, Lee Evans, don't move. Patient is key. I've been here for an hour and a half. I've been in this one spot for an hour and a half. I'm going to move to another spot for a little bit. I'm going to move back down to the bank. Back down to the dock. I mean, so. All right. I was going to let that one down. We'll leave that one down. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's pull that one in too. Let's pull this one in. Let it sit right there. It ain't going nowhere. All right, that life jacket's there. I'll put my life jacket back on. Move down the water. All right. I got to move you all for a second so I can get the anchor up. No, hold on a second. Let me get the anchor up here. Yep, I'm just gonna pull it up. It's almost the top anyways. I'm just gonna pull it up and set it up in here. All right, that one's up. All right, I'll put you all back down in that corner. Bag on top of you so it won't fall. That mess there. Let's go. I'm gonna mute y'all for a second. Well, probably don't have to mute y'all. Give you a view in front of us. What's up, Ashley? Appreciate it. Now y'all can see the sunset behind me now. I have to idle through here. There's no wake. Appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging out. Still, 14 wonderful people still in here. Fred Martin, what's your problem with real life? I ain't got no problem, Fred. I ain't got no problem with them either. Never said I did. So I don't know why you're coming in here and saying anything. I'm good. But I mean, if you don't like my channel the way I want to keep it, then you don't have to be here. But this is my channel. Never said I had a problem with them. But if you don't like this channel, if you don't like what we want to do with this channel, then you can, there's an unsubscribe button. You can do that. Won't hurt my feelings. But I ain't got a problem at all. Dead fish. Dead bass down here. Absolutely, Ashley. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got the front anchor real quick. Baits straight down. Hey, put some weight on or something. See if I got some weight. What's up, everybody? See those rods right there? One bug. What's up? What's up, Joe? Now comes the car. I gotta find some weights. I'm gonna find a weight real quick. Yeah, one little weight here. I mean, a little. I don't need no big huge weight. I just need a small weight. Do that out there. I got a coin. Oh, I got this one. Probably a little too much. Appreciate it, Dale. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know, big huge weight. I'm looking for a certain thing that I can hook on here. There they are. Found what I was looking for. Load off this right here, and we'll see if we can't find something. Get something to bite. I'm not that far off the dock right now, anyway. So. Make sure I ain't got no coin sinker in here. If I had a coin sinker in here, I'll take it in a heartbeat. I can't remember if I've got any more coin sinkers or not. Ah, there you go. Coin sinker. What I wanted right there. Perfect. All right. This rod here. I've got my thing hung up here. There it goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch seats. I'm going to sit on this side. Oh. There you go. Somebody's coming in here a little too fast. So thoughts on the first outing in the new boat? Perfect. I love it. Can't wait to do some more. So, yeah, can't wait to do some more. Drop this down just a little bit farther down. Whoop, didn't want to go that far down, but it's fun. All right. Yep, I'm loving it. 15 wonderful people still in here. I got a Patriot float on Uncle Lou. I'll let y'all see that one. So there's my Uncle Lou. Y'all can see my little Patriot float there. So I got that one. And then all three of those rods. Yeah, everything's working out well. So I'm happy. Definitely. I think. What's up, Scott? What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you coming in here, buddy. We're sitting in about 50 foot of water right now. So. In the water somewhere. There's Susquehanna sand. Sure ain't in the boat. But yeah, this is my new boat. So I'll be able to take the wife and child out on it. So it's a really good boat. Not in 50 foot. That's what it says, 50 foot of water. So I got some bait running across the bottom right now behind me. can see a line going across about almost 50. I say about 40 foot, about 40 foot down. I can see bait line going across. So we'll give this spot about 15. Nice high sides. Yeah, I love it. I love these high sides, especially because my child and stuff. So bring it up 35 feet. What do you mean, the bait? No, I was saying that's the bait that went through. That wasn't no catfish that went through. That's just bait. Oh, yeah. What's up, Wayne? Appreciate you coming in here, buddy. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Joy. Yeah, I could probably bring these up a little bit. I didn't want to go too. Let's drop it. Let's leave it like right there. Right there. And put that one right there. All right. Let's see how that goes. Appreciate it. Yep, I love it. Just big enough for me. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters. It's big enough for me. Scott, you're funny. On about 20 foot, yeah. Now, this is a deep, deep lake. Really is. It's very, very deep. I've got to get out here and learn the water more and figure out places I can go and hit. That'll be good spots. So yeah, there's one like right back here. That's the reason why I stopped. Yeah, there's a drop off ledge right back here. That's the reason why I stopped where I did. Drop the anchor. I'm pretty much sitting right on off that ledge. Oh yeah, beautiful nights, definitely. Oh yeah, it is. There, I mean, there's no current here. Literally, there's no current at all. So, what's up, Sampy? What's up, Shy Daddy? It's water temp here is 79. I don't know what the air temp is. So, lots of people saying the smoke is bad. Yeah, I'd say it is. I know it's coming in here, and we're having like a fog, like a smoky fog. It's been like that all day. So I don't know where all that's coming from. I know right above that area right there was you can see some black smoke where somebody's burning something, but let's see. Shad Daddy Kelly, you doing good? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Wayne, you all having that smoke up there in New York? Oof. Having that stuff and having to deal with all that smog and stuff up there. Probably for another 15 minutes, Lisa. And I'm gonna pack it up before it gets too dark. Try to get this thing on the trailer. Probably about another 15 minutes, and that's it. Kind of hoping to get a bite before we leave. Appreciate it, Scott. Appreciate it, man. The Canadian wildfires. Yeah, I know. It's bad, man. It's really bad up there. 14 wonderful people still in the house. Appreciate y'all. 8:46 p.m. Eastern Time. Appreciate it, Shad Daddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Loving it. So I've got the 3 rods there, and then I've got Uncle Lulu right there with a Patriot float down there. So that's what's going on. Love it how these bass guys don't know how to read signs when it says no wake, and here they are about 15 feet past the buoys, and they're still waking. Dummies need to learn. Yeah, that ain't good if it's coming toward your all's way. What's up, Tina Ladybug? What's going on? Sitting here on the new boat, enjoying the weather. Hopefully catch a catfish. Gonna work early in the morning. Cool. Now I am off tomorrow. Thank goodness I don't have to worry about all that stuff. Yeah, I don't have to worry about all that stuff, so I'm good. That is good. Thank goodness I don't have to work Wednesdays, Saturdays, or Sundays. I can only work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Ooh, nibble. Down's getting a nibble. Ooh, it just got pulled down. Yeah, it's getting a nibble. We'll watch it. I'm getting nibbles. Cat. Oh gosh. I'll bend it over. Take it. Take it. Nope. Miss it. Nope. Missed it. Nope. Missed it. Crap it. That was a good bite too. Just missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Well, that's first excitement we had today. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, he's got this one. He's got one over here, and he's got this one over here. So hopefully, he hits off one of them because he was slowly taking it down. Just I mean, he was just barely bending it over. So I knew it's something small. So I've got circle hooks, so I don't have to like set the hook like you do with J hooks. So that's why I reeled down real hard. Hopefully, I could have set it, but it didn't look like it wanted to set it. So I'll probably pack it in here just a minute anyway. So that way I can make sure and get this boat up on the trailer and everything, get it all set up and get it home before it gets too dark. Well, at least get it on the trailer up on the ramp before it gets dark. I don't mind driving home when it's dark. $23 wonderful people still in here. 856 just saying, I know, Lisa, I know. and I need to get going in a minute here, anyways. So, just a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna pack it up. Chad Daddy, I am on Lake Cumberland, down here in Somerset, Kentucky. I'm actually on just right across from the ramp from on Burnside Island. So I'm actually in Burnside, Kentucky, on Lake Cumberland, on the Cumberland River. So a big old bass just jump over here behind me. And seeing this boat's set up so I can go bass fishing too if I wanted to. I can have a couple people sitting with me because I've got the 2 seats here. I can put 4 seats in the floor, and then I can put 1 seat up front. So another line of bait fish going across. Yeah, there's big fish in here. Big flatheads. We've got some big channel cats. We got some channel cats in the 20s and low 30s. We've got some in here that probably could beat the state record. Definitely. Oh yeah, big bass. Oh yeah. 8, 9 pounders. Definitely in here. All right, Wayne. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Have a good rest, and we'll see you on Thursday. Because we'll be back at it on Thursday night. I got another boat coming in. I'm gonna let them get loaded up, and then I'll call it after they come in here and get out of here. 20 wonderful people in here. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna start reeling these in because we're gonna call it a night. So, Uncle Lou Rod, PC Fun. tangled all the pieces up here somehow. There we go. Okay. And then didn't know that time. Tangled up. That one's. I'll let that one last. What's up, Indy Finn? I saw you come in. Yeah, appreciate that, Lisa. And reminding everybody, make sure you hit that thumbs up, everybody. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming in here. We will see you all on Thursday. We'll be back out on the boat. Try another spot. All right. Catch y'all later. See y'all. Have a good night.